All right, so here is the login page that we have created for the website. Next, we could create our own account. First, we would need to make a unique username. So let's say Tim. Then we would have to put down any credentials that we would require. As you can see here that we would require the user to put down passwords that have security, such as using case-sensitive words or special characters. As we could see, the username and the email are unique instances, and we cannot allow any user to create an account that has an existing username or email. As soon as we click the register button, if our password is valid enough, we click register, then go back to the login page. So for instance, if I wanted to log into my own account, I put down my username, then my password, and click login. Now hand it off to Christian for the main page.
All right, so this is our home page. We'll start off with the navigation bar. We can navigate between home, profile, and sign out. So once again, home, profile, and then we'll sign out. I'll log back in again, and we're back in. Okay, so now we for our display of the movies, we have a grid with 4 movies per row. This is more like of a design you'll see in like other similar movie review websites such as like Rotten Tomatoes or Letterboxd, right? So we can filter movies based on their title name. So if you want to go in the search bar, you can look for specific movies. So I'll start Smile, right? Click search, and here you'll see the movie Smile, the 2 Smile movies, right? Or for another example, you can go Moana, search, and there it appears. Right? We also have our side navigation filter, right? So we can do single query filters for genre, release year, rating, and MPAA rating. So I'll do start off with genre. If you want to, for example, go for comedy movie, click comedy, apply filters, and here's your comedy movies. So now I'll test out the years. So we'll do 2024. Here's your movies from 2024. Now, if you want to go a rating, so I want to see a movie with a 4-star rating. Click 4-star, apply filters, and here's your 4 movies with 4-star rating. And once again, for MPAA ratings, if you want to look for a rated R movie, click rated R, apply filters, and here are all your rated R movies. You can also do multi-query filters as well. So you can select horror movies that are rated R, apply filters, and here are all your rated R horror movies. Right? And then for design, we pretty much used, so let me go back to clear filter. For design, we use this hover tool where it makes like the images pop up or whatever tool we're using. So for example, here the search box, you can hover over it. It has that little feature. Same thing for a filter, it has that filter background, right? So next, when you click the movie image, you can go click. Oh, one more thing actually, we have our watch list button, which will be discussed more later. So right here, if you click on the plus button, it'll add the movie to the watch list. And then if you click the subtract button, you can also remove it from the watch list, and there it is, it's removed. But this will be discussed more later in the presentation. So now when you click on the movie image, you can click on that and it'll uh, direct you to the movie selected page. So we're using dynamic pages. So each movie is linked to a specific page. So you'll only see the specific movie details for each movie in that single page. So here we can see the movie details. So you got your synopsis, your average rating with the star rating system. You got your directors. You got your genre and PA rating and re-release here. You can also as well add to watch list as we discussed before. And you can also remove from your watch list rules, which we'll show you later in the presentation. Now we'll go to our rate and review container. So here you have to rate and review. You can't do only one, so you can't do a rating. So for example, if I do a rating with no text, wait, hold on actually, let me go to a different movie. So once again, let's go Knives Out, right? So once again, I click on a rating, 4 star, I say nope, submit, and it directs you to fill out the text box, right? So now also, if you don't put a rating and you just do a review, you click submit, it will guide you to put in a rating for your film. So now let's do both a rating and a review. Oh, sorry, log out. We'll do 4 star and say great movie. So now when I submit, you'll see your review appear below. You can also go here into the database. So select all from review, and you'll see here it popped up great movie that we just added. Also, you can see select all from rating, and here you'll see the rating as well, 4 stars, right? So now we go back. You can also do comments. So let's do a comment. So you can say, I agree. Once again, you can post your comment, right? And you can also display it here on the database. So select all comment, and you can see here the comments displayed. It was entered the database. So now go back. So for reviews, you can only edit your review. You cannot delete it. Reviews are pretty much like more concise things. Like it should be very formal. So you don't have that ability to delete a review, but you can edit it. So here I can just add an exclamation mark, save changes, and now the review has been updated with the exclamation mark. And I can show you once again, it updated in the database, right? And for comments, you can't edit your comment, but you can delete your comment since anyone can, this is not like a concise thing. Anyone can write whatever they want for comments. So here, if you delete your comment, press OK, and the comment is no longer there. So we'll show that in the database as well. Click enter, it's no longer there, right? Um, so also for reviews, so you have the ability as a user, you can upgrade your status to a critic. So if you do three good review, if you do three reviews, you have a button you can click to be eligible to upgrade your status to a critic. But that's only once you made 3 reviews. And then the admin will have the decision to approve you or not based on the quality of your reviews. So I think that's pretty much it for selected page. Hand it off to Angie, the profile.
Okay, so now I will be talking about our profile page. We're currently under Connor's profile. As you can tell, we have our search bar to search users, our watch list, and activity. As Christian discussed, he did rate that last movie, Knives Out, 4 stars, and we did leave comments. Everything that the user does, the activity will be shown on the profile page. But let's switch over to the following and followers functionality. So let me search up a user. We'll select the user right there, and then I will follow. Alert box will appear and it'll say that the follow was successful. Press OK. And then let me just refresh the page. And you can see that test one, he has 1 follower. And then let me go back to my profile page, and Connor, or me as the user, is following 1 person, which is test one. In addition, we do have our watch list that was discussed earlier in our presentation. And currently right now, I don't have any movies in my watch list, so let's add some right now. Let's see. Let me add Toy Story. So let's press the plus button, go back to our profile, select our watch list button. And as you can see, we do have our Toy Story added to our watch list. And if I wanted to remove it, just move it right there, refresh the page, and the movie is gone. In addition to our watch list and activity, we, as discussed before, Christian did discuss that a user would be eligible uh, to request a status upgrade to critic, but we have to write 3 quality movie reviews. This is done dynamically. So first, I would have to write 3 reviews or more. So let me just choose a movie, rate it, submit it. It's right there. Okay, let's write another one. And then I just have one more to do. So now we'll go back to my profile page. And earlier, this button was saying not eligible, but since I did do my minimum review count, I can now upgrade a status request. I'll send it, and then this will be submitted successfully to our admin, which will be talked later, which will be discussed later in our presentation. In addition to all this functionality that I just displayed, we also do have our settings button where our user does have an option to delete their account, but that will also be shown later. So now I'm just gonna hand the presentation over to Shayla.
All right, so as Angie said, she was able to submit the update request after submitting at least 3 up to quality reviews. So I will log into our preset admin profile. Right, so the admin profile has the same functionality as a regular user and a critic. In addition, they have the approved critics where they will review the updated requests. And they also have a manage users. But if we go to the manage request, approved critics, we'll see that the request that Angie sent is displayed here. If other users also sent a request, they would be listed one after the other. So the request has the username or the person that it's from and a timestamp of when it was requested. So if we hit re-request, we could see the reviews that Angie made. You have in more detail the user's ID, their full name, and like I said, the username. And in the review history, it shows the movie name, the movie that they put the review under, the date, and as well as the content of the review. Again, this would have to be of qualities review, so it would have to be in depth. This is just for testing, but the admin would have to see if the review is up to par. So if it's not, the admin would have the ability to reject, which would just update the status to rejected in the database. However, if they were to hit the approve button, the user would be updated to verified critic. So as you can see, I hit the approve button and I get the alert box saying that um the query was successful. So if it okay, I go back, it removes the request from the pending request page. But if I go to the database and I hit the you can see that the request was submitted and it was approved. And then as well, if I go to the users, the role ID for one is regular user, which it was originally for Connor, but since it was approved, they then updated to a critic, which will be shown displayed after this demonstration for admin. So in addition to the approved critics, they also have managed users, which would list all the users excluding themselves, the admin that's currently logged in. So we have Connor's page and also a testing. So if I were to hit ban, it gives you an alert box telling you if it was successful or not. But right now was successful. So if I hit select users again to display all the users, it was removed. So that's basically it for admin. But to show that the critic update was successful, I will log into the original account again. And then if you go to the profile, they have a verified checklist, check icon. And if we were to go to one of their reviews, it would show that it's verified as well. One last thing that we wanted to show, as Angie mentioned, was the delete button. So if they wanted to delete their own account, they could hit delete and it would ask them again just to be sure. And it gives them a warning message that they can't undo this action. So if they hit OK, it lets them know that they deleted successfully and it goes back to the home page, the login page, sorry. And if you go to the select from users in the database, you can see that the other accounts were deleted.